Alright, audio is active.
We still be missing a few people.
Yeah, they're in game, but they're not in Discord for some reason. Come on, Krona. Come on, Luja. Didn't Luja say he was gonna go get food? Hello. You guys don't need a mic. You don't need to mute your mics. Alright, audio is active. Ah, shite. Forgot about that. There. No more feedback. Don't worry, Precious. We will get you your ring soon.
Does that mean I can get the one I wanted?
No, fuck you. You don't get anything.
Alright, party's all here.
Gallons of coffee, I should be good.
Who just spoke? I need to pump your volume by like 300%.
Probably lawful. And Lucia, I need to lower you by a couple. There we go. Alright.
Because they have a mic that wasn't made in a third world country.
Alright, how's that? Is that better?
Yeah.
Combined with me putting you up to 200%, you're comprehensible.
Good. I don't know. Can probably boost my audio. Alright, how's that? Delightful.
Alright, so I want to welcome you guys to Illithria 3.0. Last time the party was in Beakerfield. They were dealing with a horde of 1,000 Richard and were able to conquer it. Now, your group of people were a second squad who happened to see the quest that was left behind, stating that there was a transportation, that there was a trading expedition going from Granite Ridge to Alain, all the way down to Halbrook.
Would you mind pinging those places on the map? Because I'm not familiar with it yet, please.
Yep. So Granite Ridge, top left.
Yep.
Alain, sort of middle.
Yep.
And then Granite Ridge, bottom right of Big Island, or continent. However, if you guys do wish, you are able to select any other locations to have the expedition stop. However, word to the wise, you do only have the resources for which you planned to sell in Halbrook.
And what are these resources?
According to the captain of the trading expedition, not much that you need to know.
Noted.
However, he said that you should be earning a quite bit of gold from it.
I'd like to incline about numbers instead of a quite bit.
Alright, one moment. This is the town you guys are currently being hosted in. I think that's the good word to use. It is the town of... Where is it?
You have it as
Speaker
Hammerfell,
feed.
even though the other
Shush,
one.
shush, ignore that. That's. Ignore the man behind the screen.
Recycled content.
Alright, so you caught up with the original trading expedition. You found that pretty much everyone from the original team has either died or moved on to a different area.
That's lovely.
What's left is a man named Aegis, who's currently holding a child whose eyes. You guys want to roll me perception checks?
Okay. Where is that?
Oblivious.
Yes, you are quite oblivious.
I don't really see my token anywhere, but I could throw a perception if you wanted, unless
Yes,
I'm not
please.
there yet. Okay.
A lot of tokens seem to be in the lower left in the area marked 12.
Yeah, but I couldn't see it there. I like zoomed out and highlighted the whole
Holy
map.
token,
and didn't
Batman!
select anything.
And a giant has stomped us all.
Well, technically. Alright. Let me make sure that. Yep, okay.
Yeah, I'm about to say, if you select my token and like 30 buttons don't come up, there might be a slight problem.
Someone likes the macros.
Yeah, I made 15 of them for my
Very
weapons.
Alright, so, Chrono. When you look at the child, you see that its eyes glow with a mysterious intelligence behind them.
Mm-hmm.
One.
Where?
Sorry?
This is where?
The baby that's currently being held by Aegis.
Aegis. Who's
Yeah.
Aegis?
It just got pinged. People
Okay.
we don't know.
There's also Isham, who's from the original warband that decided to protect this convoy.
Mm-hmm.
And who wants to roll me a perception on him?
You want another perception?
Yes, please. Ugh. Hold. There. Done.
Alright, thank you.
Oh my. That is unique. Alright, so Tazar and Odka.
Sorry.
Or okay.
The
Tsar.
character's name is easier if you just go Triori.
I have no clue what that means.
Dragons have complicated.
Alright. So Tsar and Odka, when you both look at Isham, you see that he's a what is he again? Is he a straight up orc? No, he's not. Alright, he's a half orc. Thought he was a full one. And upon looking at him, you notice that there is a crest on his chest. And that there is a powerful aura coming from him.
So who was the one who was talking to us about getting paid?
The one you want to talk to about getting paid is Desden.
Okay.
And he is the...
Well,
Go ahead.
I would then... We're done by right-clicking. Oh. Thank you for telling me this D20. Go away. Go.
Wait, what is that in my screen? is this new function I have? Wait, what? You guys seeing that?
Yes, we are. They changed things. I'm used to being able to hit space to make my thing go. Instead now you drag and right click so you to specify where you go, and then you can bounce around like that.
Yeah, it's fun.
Huh.
I learned it was a thing, but when the time I was trying to move my token and I hammered space 30 times and was confused because nothing happened.
Yeah, I agree.
All right.
Have to relearn how to use 20 now. Roll 20.
Yeah.
So, how much exactly are we supposed to be getting paid for this little expedition here?
Do 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 do. Where is it? Nope. 10% of the profits.
Each?
Yep.
And there's what, 6 of us?
There are 4 of you, and well, actually, yes. 3, 4, 5. Dang it, I forgot the other one. There's also another one called Iris, and she's looking at all of you. So let's hear 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So they're only getting 40% of the profit.
Yep.
Okay, 40%, 60% of, 10% of the profit. What's the expected profit if you're going over here and doing a trade? Considering how much you spent to get this, what's the what's the cost? What's the expected results? I'd like to have a better idea what I'm getting myself into here.
We're expecting to get over 10 billion gold.
10 billion gold?
Yes. Or 1 million platinum, if you will.
All these carts, huh?
Yep.
We're going to need more men.
I do not understand your reasoning.
That each of us will have a heart
You're cutting in and out.
with the value being that high. I can't think a trip for that a journey that long, just a small lot of us be able to keep that much safe. Unless those extra tokens there represent more than one guy.
Nope. You see, the reason that they don't expect you guys are basically there to fight the Richard. The rest of them are there to transport the materials that they're going to sell.
Right.
Basically, the leader of the caravan doesn't think that they're going to be ever attacked by bandits.
Well, I'm here to inform him otherwise.
Very hefty.
I've been wanting to see if I could increase my record for how many things I could kill in one day. 274 isn't high enough.
Is that what 10% of what their projected profit is supposed to be?
If you're referring to what I just said, nah, she's saying that the most things she's killed in one day is 274.
Okay.
And that's Saru who's saying this?
That is Odka, the half
okay.
giant.
Half giant, got it. How many tails is our kitsune friend?
Oh, you don't see any tails. You see a normal human.
Ah.
Changeling.
Later on, I can explain to you how to do multi-sided tokens, so you can have one token that has all the normal.
I'm aware of it.
stuff and switch it.
I just couldn't figure a way to actually put numbers onto it. Unless that's how I save it.
The way you have the GM has to do it.
I was aware. I was able to make a multi-sided token. I just couldn't put numbers onto each of the tokens to add hit points, basically.
That GM has to do that too.
I must have missed a step then.
Yeah.
For now, I've been rushed, and so I grabbed a token and call it good. So,
Fair
let's
enough.
go ahead and roll an insight check on how much gold are in these carts, if you don't mind me stepping in.
All right.
Insight. Oh my goodness.
Look, what you're
Sense
carrying,
of those,
what
right?
you're carrying here. If it truly is that valuable, then you have several kingdoms worth of ransom here. There's bound to be someone that's going to try their luck on it.
Which is why we have you. Experienced mercenaries.
You're missing my point.
No, I'm not. I see what you're saying, but the problem is, with the amount of Richard that travel these lands, no bandit, no matter how high-ranking they are going to risk their lives for caravans.
For 1 billion gold?
If they do not know we are coming, they are not going to look for us.
Secrecy is a huge part of this, I assuming. Delightful.
I mean, why else would they be doing it? They would have to be keeping it secret, making themselves look like lower caravan in order for the successful trip. Unless somebody here's a spy.
Okay, guys. One of the game mechanics is, in order to get from one town to another, it takes about 20 to 30 days, depending on how far away it is. And communications between towns has almost near to stop.
Odka's gonna chime and say, and besides, bandits don't usually attack caravans traveling from one sanctuary to another. That's usually suicide because they're assured. I know that.
Thank you.
Still, this much money on the line, somebody's bound to try. But guess we'll do what we'll do.
Alright, so... Oh, you got a 20. Okay, so, Soru.
That's not a nat 20. It's just
I know. It's a... You think that at the very least, there's half the volume of a body's worth of gold in these caravans. In these carts.
Alright.
So, would you guys like to get to know your new party members, or would you like to...
Odds are we're all gonna die at the next counter, so who knows?
Chrono's just watching you guys have this argument. Just like, just chilling.
What is this guy's race?
Who's?
Desden?
Desden?
He
I'm sure I put it in there. He is an elf.
Mumble to myself. Oh,
Ew, ow,
and
man. Disgusting.
wander back towards where everyone else is. By the way, if anyone within 30 feet is experiencing strong emotions, Triori there would probably be noticed.
Mm.
Vodka's feeling strong boredom.
Strong boredom that it is, my child.
Alright, so Destin approaches your group again and says, okay, we can either stay here for tonight, or we can move on tonight.
What time of day is it?
It is mid-morning.
No point in wasting so much daylight, I say.
Okay, cool, that works.
Yeah, I'm getting restless anyways. It's been like 13 hours since I've killed something.
Does not want to be a butt. What's the season?
Summer, almost fall.
Alright.
I asked that question already.
Missed that then. I'm too busy looking.
No one cares.
I'm pretty sure you asked it in a private chat, but anyway. So,
I think I asked it voice when no one else was here.
yeah.
That is a private chat.
Alright, so let me drag all of you together. Okay. So, you guys are choosing to leave now, mid-morning?
Works for me.
Okay.
I'm
Dude.
down for that.
Alright, let me remove the old players now that they're gone. You can be gone.
Yeah, delete him.
You
Show
gone.
him who's boss.
Alright.
Unless anyone argues, I will take the lead
Dude, that's not right.
from the air.
That's not right. Nope, still not right. Okay, I'll have to fix this later. Alright.
What are you trying to roll?
No, it's just fixing some macros up. Doesn't
Oh.
matter. I can fix it. It's not gonna be hard.
Okay. Just curious. So, Quinn. Or,
Triori works. Yes, I'm taking the lead from the air.
Tsar. So, are you faster than a horse and wagon?
60.
They leave you
being
when
an
you're done.
actual- Being an actual dragon is kind of broken. Just saying.
Let me check my math again.
I mean, I think they're using that thing where they combine dragon as a race and a class into one thing, so it's more balanced.
Still doesn't matter. I mean, that's like third-party stuff right there.
I mean, I'm also playing a third-party class, Psychic Warrior,
Mm-hmm.
because I wanted to play a half-giant that can stomp things to death.
Alright, now, hold on. Tazar,
East.
how far can you go before you tire?
I have a decent con. What I would say is I will fly for an hour, rest, come back down, rest for 10 minutes, 5-10 minutes, fly for another hour. That way, at least keep giving people a bit of an advanced scouting.
Alright, I want to ask because these horses have been taught not to stop for 160 miles. Or at least they don't need to stop until they reach about 160 miles.
Well, the point is I want to go and get basically some advanced scouting.
Alright. So, as you are flying around, you notice that the area around you is completely woods. dense woods.
Then, in which case, flying doesn't help any. Back down.
But you do notice that the path that your caravan is on is completely clear from air.
Okay. Basically, yeah. Point of the matter is, with dense woods and a path going through dense woods, anybody could ambush from anywhere. Flying ahead to scout is not going to do anything.
Newbies.
Alright, so. Do. Gotta think of some things. Odka, as you are traveling on one of the carts, you notice Aegis looking at you very funny.
Oh.
Are you, by any chance, a practitioner of Waxdom? Sorry, a worshipper of him?
No. Why do you ask?
Because I feel that you have a great sense of duty and honor within you.
I do, but it's not because of any allegiance to a god. It's because what I believe.
I meant no offense there, madam. I was just curious as to how strongly your beliefs are.
Fair enough, I guess.
Alright, let me look at one more thing. And
Odka's gonna squint at him a little bit.
alright. While you're watching him, you see that he is lifting up the child and cooing at it every once in a while. Chrono, remind me again. Do you actually have any relationship to Vion?
No, not really. I mean, oracles don't necessarily have to be tied to a domain of gods or anything of the sort. They just have revelations, which is what they follow. So
Some divine power gave them, picked them, and it doesn't necessarily mean they don't necessarily worship anything.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. That's going to be a little complex for me. So, what do you guys want to do while you're traveling for the next 8 hours?
Occasional scouting, standard procedure here. Just go up and take a look around, come back down.
Well, proficient in strings, I'll play a violin.
Okay.
And I rolled a 24, so it should be decent.
I'm gonna keep an eye on. I just realized I forgot my alertness bonus to perception, but yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep an eye out. Wow.
A casual 30.
Casual 30.
I could have my crystal familiar roll another one.
What is it? How high can I roll for my perception checks? Nope, not that high.
Pulls out a violent. Is that a violin but with blades on it?
It must have been the autocorrect screwed it up.
Alright, so, anyone want to notice the weird statue that's sitting in the cart that's right next to Aegis? Actually, now that I think about it, it's 2 weird statues sitting in that cart.
Which statue? This thing.
Yes.
I can casually look over to that direction.
Why?
curiosity will slowly eat out my mind.
Doesn't curiosity always eat at everyone's mind?
Yes, it does.
Would you like to examine it?
You know what? Yeah, I can. I'm just trying to think the moving. What's the movement? Standard action movement of a horse. They have a 30 or is it 60?
60.
So we're moving pretty decently. So getting out and walking is going to be somewhat troublesome. Screw it. So I have the run feat. I will disembark, run up to the next cart, and I should be able to get to it.
All right. As you enter the cart, what you see before you is a statue that looks like a very reptilian-like creature with wings. And then the statue next to it is of a man holding a scroll.
I'm going to admire the artwork. Lol.
Lol, so random.
The reptilian statue that you notice with wings is so lifelike you actually think it's real. While the other one, you think that it's a good rendition of... remind me again, can Appraise tell a person of what the statue is?
I guess I could have given you a knowledge check.
Typically, I believe it's spellcraft to try and read the magic on it.
Not magic.
I could have given you a knowledge check of something.
Alright, give me knowledge religion.
Religion will do. I will take 10 as a standard action, giving you a 16.
Alright. Upon looking at the statue, you believe it's one of the renditions made of, dang it, what? I'm hating myself today. You think it's a statue of Ugros, the god of Pax.
Be a ritual of some sort for luck. Fascinating. My eyes are going to move back to the other statue, so it looks very lifelike, right?
Yep.
Don't want to touch it, if that's the case. I guess I could go ahead and waste a spell slot of detect magic. Is there a way for me to click? Basic auras. Do I want to go such feats? Why not? This is level 1 spell. Yeah. Detect magic. You might need to pull up the SRD because I don't want to post this wall of text. Though after a few rounds, things will happen.
Magic. Come on. Show me info. Alright, who broke my computer? Nope, you broke my computer.
Wall of text. Yay.
You could have sent a link to the thing.
That's true, but I also have it on my character sheet. This is quick.
Alright, so, you only went with one round?
One round, we'll see what I learn, and then I can keep concentrating for the next round.
There is a slight magical presence around it, along with, if you were to focus outwards, you would notice a couple of other members of your caravan.
That's natural. I figured they would have magical items. I'll spend one more round in this, as as I look at this thing. Different auras, delightful. Alright, one more round.
Sweet. Are you spending 2 or 3?
3. I need to give you a check.
Oh, my bad. I thought it would also do life forces.
If
You're
it doesn't, that's fine.
yeah, you are detecting nothing then.
Delightful. Alright. I will leave it alone then. Easily disembark, and then wait for my ride, and then jump back in.
All right. As you do, so Iris looks at you and goes, "So, I detect some feralness from you."
I blink, and then a bit confused, but I'll nod.
She's gonna fuck you. She's gonna fuck you.
All right, let me check her thing, because if I'm right, why am I? What? What's?
So my thing is a alter self.
Okay,
If
I-
it's the Kitsune disguise, then it's like a plus 10 or plus 20 bonus, and
Rib of words.
for some reason my thing doesn't want to allow me to switch tabs in the player bio, so I want to try and see if refreshing fixes it, because it got a bunch of information that have to be able to see. All right, Iris character. There we go.
Alright. Plus 10 on disguise check. I guess I need to roll that.
All right, and then she's doing sense motive or perception.
This is against disguise. What is the ultimate? Is that perception by the looks of it?
All right. Oh. As she looks at you, she then goes, "Huh, you're not what I thought you were. What a disappointment."
I will give a small smile and a shrug. Yeah, I get that a lot.
All right, so party continues traveling all day. Do any of you guys want to talk to each other or something?
well, I would like to get a better look at that, if able, at the group here. Seeing again, trying to read the people, look if anybody seems suspicious or overly jumpy.
Is this Tazar or Odak?
Sorry.
No. No one looks jumpy. Well, actually, make a perception check against Saru's disguise.
Yeah, not
Did
gonna
we
happen,
roll
but
that,
we'll
or-
do.
Only person that has a chance of passing it is me.
Well, if I re-roll it, it might go down.
I mean, my sense motive checks could probably pass it pretty easily. Because thanks to my curse, I get a +3 circumstance bonus.
Yeah, no, nothing looks suspicious to you.
Yeah, that's fine.
You want me to re-roll the disguise? Because it's a different DC per person, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not expecting it. I'm not. Just more. It's more. It's more if somebody's looking jumpy or anything like that. Trying to do my duty to keep a watch of the caravan, whatnot.
All right, so the 8 hours pass, nothing happens. You guys go to set up camp, and let's see, GM lair. Do 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 do.
Dora. No, just kidding.
At 3.5, the GM passes us the map. The cursed item, I swear.
And here we go. Now you're on the map.
There it is. Ping us.
Okay, so the caravan leader then puts everyone into this formation, and he asks you guys what you want to do as sentry watch. And while you guys do that, I'll be rolling some things.
We leave at daybreak.
Yes.
Well, if we get multiple people up at night, it should be fine.
What do we want to do? We can do two. We can do two at a time, 4-hour watches.
Well, we're lazy in the chart, so I guess that should be fine.
We could patrol if we don't want to just sit and wait.
It's wooded area. If easy, it's unless you're rather good at navigating, you may easily get lost. If either way, some of us need to stay here while anyone's out patrolling. For that, can't leave the caravan undefended.
Naturally. Otka's just gonna shrug.
Chrono's like, I'll stay put.
Offering to take first watch.
Okay. Roll me perception.
Is anyone else coming with me for first watch?
I can join you in the first watch.
All right.
Let me go to my skills and pull up a perception roll for you.
That'd be appreciative.
Nat
Casual nat
20.
20.
Don't forget though, nat 20s don't mean nothing in skill
They don't
checks.
mean- yeah, that is true, but it's still hilarious.
Now, if I ever design a game for myself, I will have them have meaning again. I've been working on one actually.
All right. So, upon looking along the land, you see a couple creatures here and there that haven't been eaten by the shard yet or turned. However, other than that, nothing stirs.
How big of creatures is this? Something that could cover a meal for people, or
You see one deer. Otherwise, it's a bunch of squirrels.
well, what I need to do to try my luck against a deer?
Try to hit it.
How far away is it?
It's about 40 feet out.
Well, in that case, I'll take the easy approach. Electrocute the crap out of it. Breath weapon.
That's a waste.
Food.
That's a waste.
Yeah, but the point is, it's nighttime, so the daily use will go back up tomorrow.
Yeah, but it's after 8 hours of a long rest, then it resets.
We're going to be resting in the cart for how long?
About 16 hours.
I guess the question is, can we get a long rest in there?
There's enough uses that I'll risk it.
Raise your-
It does, of course, get a reflex.
You hit.
No, that's damage.
Oh.
reflex save. Is
It
for
gets a
half?
reflex.
Jesus Christ, 5d6? I can only do 3d6. Granted, I could choose between a cone or a line for myself.
Same, but I do less damage on a cone though. Okay. Take a fair share of food and leave the rest in the camp.
Alright, so, as you kill the deer, you see Aegis looking at you very despicably.
Who?
Aegis? No, that's Iris.
Oh, Aegis is.
Yes.
Stickman.
I misclicked. Yes, that's what happened.
Well then, I hope you know that we will now have to capture one Richard.
Right.
What makes you say that?
It's part of the backstory that nobody told us. I Sealy.
I tell you this, because you have now just endangered my child's life. Or to be precise, my ward.
You just fucked up!
So, for the next 365 days, I'm now giving you all the quest. Capture one Richard. And bring it low enough to help Uleft.
Right, Ori just dropped out for some reason.
How do you spell it?
Richard?
You know, one thing I could do, hold person. And let's see here. What's my what's the save against it? Has to be it's oh boy.
Hold
It's 8.
person is-
Hold it's a level 2 spell and my hold person is a DC 18 to pass.
Of course, I don't think hold person work against a Richard because I think they're undead,
Yep.
and undead don't count as humanoids. So.
Doesn't matter, I could just use positive energy.
Or hold monster if you have that spell.
Don't know how you get hold monster.
It's a spell. It's hold person, but higher level.
Yeah, it's a level 4 spell that I can't get.
Hello! Alright, so,
Come back.
Thank you. My Discord disconnected. Bit of an issue.
Delightful.
I'm back now. I don't know how much of what I said was caught. I'm assuming none, so I'll go. How about no? You just telling us about this? No, this isn't a bargain I ever agreed to.
so you're stating you would let this child die because of your...
No, I'm not. Why? What does this have to do with the child?
He sighs, takes a heavy breath. The soul that is now entrapped inside this girl used to belong to the child of Hunter.
Are these people I should know?
Make a knowledge religion check.
I am up, so I'll give you that 16.
Untrained. Religion's not a strong suit on this character.
Well, if it's untrained, then it's only gonna be at 10.
Max 10 exactly.
Ah, so ignore the 17. It's a 10.
Yep.
You know, diddly squat about that.
Yep.
As far as you can tell, Hunter is some random fool who walked into a bar and got somebody knocked up.
Does a 16 work?
Yes.
All right. I mean, I'm up, so I might as well I'm trying to understand why killing a deer equals capturing.
You understand Hunter to be the child of Vion? Not Vion. Not Obito. Darn brain, keep them together.
You're fucking up on your own stuff, man. You're fucking
Ulva.
up on your own stuff.
He's a child of Volva and another god that nobody knows of. He's brought with him 3 people who were mortals into the god realm. One of which, Saru, you actually have his statue sitting in one of the caravans.
Yeah, I looked at that thing.
Grabbing a drink. I'll be right back.
All right.
By the way, I think something you might want to mention was the goddess of. That might give more context.
Ulva is the goddess of land. You can think of her as Gia.
All right. So this person brought 3 people who were mortals.
And Aegis has just told you that his son's soul is in the body of the little baby girl that's in his arms.
You fucked up, Kendrick. You fucked up.
So she's inhabited by a. Okay.
So why does killing a deer lead to their death? Exactly.
Aegis sighs. Because before he died, he made a deal with Adros that if he takes the life of one deer, for which Adros provides for him every 24 hours, within 365 days of that, he must kill one Rishad.
Alright, so it is a deal with a. Alright.
And the pact was invoked underneath the name of Ugros.
Yeah, we have to kill or capture?
You all just have to capture. The baby has to be the one to kill.
Otka's gonna have a kind of look of just amusement.
I'm really confused at the concept of this, and it's like, is there a time date type of restriction on this, or do we have to do it now?
I think he said 365 days. I'm not good at capturing things. Richard die instantly when I hit them most of the time.
I don't have to worry because I'm not the one who did it. I'm not even close to you guys.
So I can't help you with that.
Chrono's a free man.
He just sighs again. Puny mortals. Alright, look. If you help me with this, I promise that I'll heal you all if you go down.
Just testing something here. Okay, that works. Good.
Chrono, what'd you do? Or were you testing a macro?
I was just testing a macro. Don't worry.
Okay.
Just making sure that was appropriate.
I took a moment longer. I was grabbing cereal.
Not a bad meal choice.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch all the way.
And if you do not help me, I cannot promise that any of the gods won't find it your fault for his death. And last time I checked, he kills out of spite.
Yay!
So, is killing a deer, let's say, within proximity, or is that just by association, or is that just in general?
Think about it like this. If the baby is around and you see one single deer with no others around, it's a good chance it was sent by Adros.
Okay.
You fucked yourself, Kendrick. You fucked yourself.
Well, after the 4 hours, I'll go wake someone else up and go take a nap.
Alright. Anyone else doing anything?
Starting the rest.
Starting the what?
Rest.
Rest. Okay. Alright, so who's taking the next shift?
I guess I'd be among them.
Okay. Roll me perception.
Okay.
You look out into the land, and like those before you, you see nothing that seems to trouble the camp.
Fair enough.
Alright, so the night passes, nothing happens. You all pack up, and you get ready to leave on for your continue to go on your journey. Come on, there we go. Oh, come on. That has to be the most annoying part of this thing. There. Ow, 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 ow. Eee. Alright, so what are you guys doing while you are traveling?
And Kronos just relaxing to himself, whistling while watching things pass.
Attempting to compose a new song.
I finished my amount of time giving me the long rest to recover the usage, and then I'll start doing the flying ahead and looking again.
Alright, give me 1 second.
Vodka's gonna throw a small rock at Iris.
Oi! What you want?
Vodka's just gonna wave a hand and then throw another.
Oh, that's annoying.
Do you want to lose that hand, young man? Or woman? Young lady?
You can try to take it.
Alright, let me check her stuff again. Du-du-du-du-du.
And I mean no real offense beyond the obvious. I'm just bored.
You do sound like a boring person.
Alright,
Yeah.
so suddenly right before your eyes, you see a flash of light
Where?
right in front of his eyes. Or her eyes.
Okay.
So, as it is light out, it is now bright light. Within 60 feet around him. Her, I mean.
Like me or Iris?
You.
Okay.
There we go. And, anybody looking at, Odka's face at the time?
It would depend on exactly whether or not this point where I can actually go scouting again, or honestly where I am in the caravan when I'm not scouting.
Well, that
Just
depends
trying
on
to
you.
think. My attention was elsewhere.
Okay, so basically, she threw a rock back at you, and it caused a very bright flash of light around you. While you were distracted by the rock, there is now... Dang it. I didn't read all that information I needed.
Nice.
Magic.
Huh, if it's magic, I could throw a spellcraft.
Why
See the-
would you? It's just a fucking bright light spell.
Because it sounds like there's something else going on, that's why. Even though my spellcraft is not that great.
There is now a dragon sitting right in front of your face. Its teeth very visible to you. It breathes a puff of air at you.
Okay. Vodka is going to squint at the dragon. Her eyes narrowing with the look of, get the fuck out of my face. That, you know, someone like her could give. Oh. I rolled okay.
Alright, and that would be against...
It's nice.
It's against hit dice?
The DC is affected by the hit dice. It's usually a pretty low number, unless the thing has a lot of hit dice that probably work, depending on what the goal is.
Alright, now would that be the one singular hit dice, or would that be every hit dice they've gained per level?
Okay, so what is it trying to do? Demoralize an opponent, influence an opponent's attitude?
I'm gonna try to influence them to get the fuck out of my face. So be
Influence
scared.
is 10 plus target's hit dice plus target's wisdom modifier.
Hit die is a d8 times 7.
I think it's number of hit dice.
Okay, so...
If it has 7 hit dice, if it has 7, then it's 7 plus its wisdom modifier. That's the DC.
Plus 5.
So 10 plus 7 plus 5 is a 22. Missed by 1.
It pulls its teeth even closer to you. Do 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 do.
Where's the jaw stain when you need it?
So I'm assuming I would need to make a check to resist it, which is
Yep.
what
Which is-
plus what plus what?
It's 10 plus your hit dice plus Again, what's
Okay.
why don't I just post the skill in the Discord here?
So I think, let's say,
Demoralizing, depending on what the target is. Basically, it's 10 plus your hit dice plus the wisdom.
okay, so it beat my DC of 21 then.
Oh, it beat
So
you?
depending on what it's trying to do here, you may be shaken. You may, well, again, depends on what the effect is trying to accomplish.
Okay. You are shaken.
Okay.
And it starts reaching its maw to your hand.
So I'm gonna do something, because this is something I can do. But assuming, well, I don't have an incredibly high chance of succeeding. I'm gonna throw it anyways. I have a skill, auto hypnosis. I just put it under profession because wisdom-based skill. But one of the things that it allows me to do is disregard being shaken. Essentially, it allows me to make a second save. This wasn't exactly a save type thing, but you could say that the save DC is 27. Didn't make a 27 because I rolled a 6. But I'm just gonna grab it. Is it corporeal?
Yeah.
And okay, so I need to make a touch attack. Does that hit its touch AC?
One moment, gotta figure it out. Grapple, I think, is against CMB, isn't it? Or CMD, isn't
I
it?
think you need to make a touch attack to grab them, and then make a check to grapple.
Oh, I'm not sure. I
Yeah, it sounds familiar, but I can't recall.
thought it was make the CMB attack, CMB against the CMD.
Alright, so sorry, what you say?
I'm linking something.
Okay.
This may be handy for future reference if we're doing grappling.
And also, if it wants, it could take an attack of opportunity on me, as I do not have improved grapple, as I'm not a grapple build, but... yeah.
Alright, so combat maneuver defense.
Yep, it needs to make has a combat maneuver defense flat, and I can roll my CMB, which is going to be very high because I'm half giant. So there's my CMB roll. Man, I rolled low again.
As you watch it, it suddenly turns back into the form of a woman. Don't worry, dearie. I wasn't actually gonna eat your hand.
Alright, can I spellcraft this, or is it too late?
You
I
can
saw the full effect.
you can spellcraft something if you see it initially be used, I think.
After the effect, though, I kind of want to know if I can pull it out.
I believe it would be a knowledge arcana.
Would it be knowledge arcana or spellcraft? Up to you. Let me pass you that knowledge arcana. You know what? Take a 16. I don't want to roll.
You're pretty sure she transformed her body. after casting some form of light spell.
All in the same action? Peculiar.
Alright, so
Don't often see people turn into dragons.
mind you, it was a medium-sized one, but still, it was a dragon.
Yeah.
This illusion?
So, what would you guys like to do?
Doing the standard patrol thing. I'm assuming I did have enough rest.
Yes.
How does the meals work in a very fast-moving caravan?
Sorry?
How do meals work? Like breakfast, lunch, dinner type of.
So for the past day that you have been traveling, Desmond has been telling people, okay, people, pull out your rations and eat them in the carts.
Ah, delightful. For those who don't have rations, let me go ahead and mark down some rations then.
Well, for those who don't have rations, at least some of you may have a bit of deer that got left behind. Assuming somebody grabbed that. It came pre-cooked.
Might not have been very well done, though.
No.
But you can be ensured that there's no ringworms in it. Though that does bring up a pretty good question. Why don't we shock our meat?
I mean, I have purified drinking water just in case.
Reason why you don't shock meat to cook is because it either cooks it way too much or not enough.
It cooks it unevenly.
No, I mean, why don't we just give it low shock voltage, just enough to kill whatever's in it, but not enough to cook it?
I mean, that's why I have purified drinking water.
Because
Electricity
actually cooking food makes the meat softer, so it's easier to digest, because human stomachs aren't actually that good at digesting things.
Huh, that explains some stuff. Anyway,
Yeah.
so you've been traveling for 20 minutes. Trez, give me a perception check.
Who? Me?
Tassar.
Sar. He's silent.
Yeah, because he's like Russian or something.
In Russia, dragon fucks you.
Okay.
Alright, so you see nothing of trouble.
Okay. Like I said, every now and then, scout up ahead for a while. Then, after an hour, rest back over here. So.
And just as you happen to go to rest, a bunch of bandits appear.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see that one coming?
Huh, how many of them are there? Not enough.
You know, luckily for me, in terms of spells per day, I have a shit ton of spells per day.
I can do 20d4 damage 5 times a day.
I can give the party a bunch of combat boosts.
I can
Depending on
age
what we
these
want.
people. I can age these guys. I can make them old people.
I mean, I'd like some 2-hit boosts if that's possible.
Well, like the example of a boost I can do is as long as there's 2 people on a foe, you're considered flanking.
Helpful.
Or as long as you're let's see here. Any ally who is eligible for effect +1 morale bonus to armor class, CMD, and reflex saving throws. Plus, actually make that +2, as long as any knowledge adjacent to at least one, as long as you're adjacent to at least one other ally.
It's not going to be hard to be adjacent to me in a second.
Nope. Or that's one boost I could give. Another boost is, as long as you take double move or run, add 10 feet to your movement.
Alright, so, since they get the surprise attack, since none of you got to see them,
I mean, did you want us to roll? I'll roll, or
Yeah, you didn't ask us to roll perception checks.
well, if
It
the
was
rest of you
all-
want to roll perception checks, okay.
I mean, it's not like we.
I
need to or
mean-
anything.
I exist.
None of you
No,
saw
you-
it.
Man.
Any foe that is threatened by at least three allies is considered flanked, regardless of whether they are flanked or not.
That could be convenient because I can potentially have a really long reach.
Oh, and I have a decent reach as well.
Alright, here we go. So,
Turn
Tassar, Loja, Chrono, Saru, Aegis, Isham, Desden, and Iris.
So the first one's roll is for me.
Second
That's
one
a
is for
miss.
who?
I heard my name, but I didn't see the roll.
Alright, so first one was for Tassar, second one was for Loja, third one was for Chrono. A 19 was for Saru.
Which one was for me?
The 14.
Yeah, that misses me completely.
13 for the Aegis, 9 for Isham, 22 for Iris, and then 22 for Desden.
Alright, I am flat footed, but I'm also prone. So 16. I'm gonna pull 3 AC out of nowhere.
And they hit Iris. Okay. What about Isham?
Do I get a cover bonus inside the cart?
Yes.
Alright, but it looks of it, it might have missed.
Barely.
-4, yeah.
And they hit Isham.
I have a 19 AC.
Alright, so who all hit?
Didn't hit me. Didn't hit me.
Alright, so the only ones that are getting hit are Iris and Isham.
Yeah, it did not hit me. Alright.
Okay. 1d6.
Surprise! Surprise! The level 7 didn't hit me.
6
Must
and
have rolled.
3.
Must have rolled really bad.
Alright, there's that. And then Iris. There. No.
Okay. Probably because different region.
Initiative checks.
Yep.
I rolled mine.
Hold on.
Okay,
Yeah,
click
early.
initiative.
hey, I got a good initiative.
I rolled a 22. This is invalid compared to mine.
Okay, and that didn't actually
Oh,
record it on my report it for some reason. That is strange. As combat has started, I need to make a will check to actually participate in the first round.
All right.
Side effect: DC is 20. I'm out
Is that-
first round.
Is that because of some kind of curse?
That's because as a time dragon, I'm as partial time dragon, I'm compelled to watch the outcome rather and not notice that it, and kind of forget to participate.
Well, you're useless. You're useless!
That's cute. I love it.
Well, it looks like I'm gonna be first to go. Which is convenient for me.
All right. So, Odka, what you'd like to do?
Okay, I'm gonna attack an aura on my token because I want to see something. Okay, Odka's gonna jump out since that's something she can do. She's gonna draw her S-Talk.
S-Talk, fun weapon.
And she's gonna move to there, and then after that, she's gonna use her standard action to manifest the power expansion and enhance it with 6 power points to make her grow 2 size categories instead of 1. So I just went from being medium size to huge size. You can adjust my token. I now take up all this. Thank you. Oh,
That's a bit too big.
slightly too big by 1 square. And in red, I'm going to show my weapon reach just for convenience. And other than that, Odka's just gonna scream some stuff in giant to be all intimidating. Not necessarily an actual intimidate check. I mean, hey. She's oh my god.
Very nice.
So, almost half. Actually, no. All of the bandits that are within 100 feet of you are about
Which
to
is
shit
everyone?
themselves. Yep. They're all about to shit themselves.
They have
And
become chicken.
I gotta ask you,
Mm.
does that affect your friends?
Well, I would say no, because I don't think they should be scared of their own ally being intimidating.
You also did specifically say the enemies and not.
Yeah.
If you said I'm gonna roll intimidation check to frighten, and if you did, I would be like, okay, you frighten everyone. But you just said the enemies, so
Yeah, and also I'm gonna quickly look up how tall she is right now.
Yeah, I was curious because, as far as your companions know, you've just went from a half giant.
8 foot tall.
Yeah, you went from 8 foot tall to what I'm assuming is
she's,
16 foot.
No, because she went 2 size categories, so she's 32 feet tall now.
Yeah, so they just saw you from this very strong, intimidating woman to this giant monster that's just humming above their heads, and you've just released a bellow that has frightened your enemies. I want to say
Okay,
everyone takes a
that's-
will save on that one.
Everyone's taking a will save.
Yeah, unless you all knew that she could do that.
No, tell me whether or not that's anything decent for that.
Yes.
Hmm.
Did you have to scare them all off?
Oh no, they are cowering on the forest floor.
Why I'm asking, did you have to scare them all off?
Hey. My character is themselves.
Well, when it is my turn, whenever.
Yeah, and that's all I can do.
There's something. I have some fun things. Well, hopefully, maybe.
All right, so the bandits have to make a will save to see if any of them recover.
On their initiative or the. Okay, yeah. They're next. I see.
Ooh, this is exciting.
They have no will. Yeah, they're all still cowering on the floor, legs tucked between their. Sorry.
I'm sorry, my cat was being a kitty.
So.
So pain in the ass.
Ow. Speaking of which, ow. So yeah, there's bile on the ground. If any of you take the chance to notice, which I'm sure none of you will, but if you were, you notice that some of them have definitely defecated. And I'm gonna say that one guy has already died of stroke.
Which is too much for his little heart.
So it's Iris's turn. She looks around and she goes, huh. What do you yell?
I don't know, Dad.
Oh. She then begins casting Flaming Spear. Which is a ranged attack that is going to take her around per level. She's level 7, so it's going to take her 7 rounds to make it as strong as possible.
Huh.
So, you guys see her casting.
I
Saru.
have to commend these little guys when that one over there had a stroke.
So I'm freaking out. I see this arrows flying, and then I hear this like branches breaking as someone expands in size. I'm freaking out. So I'm gonna go ahead and cast a bardic performance suggestion on the nearest person, which would be this guy.
Alright,
I
I had
will
to
say
roll initiative again because mine didn't show up.
that is the DC. Essentially, the suggestion is you might want to run.
God damn it! It didn't show up again.
For whatever reason, this sheet or this something on here is D20. Roll20 just changed things. It's quite possible they broke the initiative loading up on there.
Or maybe it's because I forgot to add him to the sheet, to the turn order.
Yeah, but rolling with your icon selected should automatically add you to turn order.
Yeah, it should add me, but it's not.
So
Alright, so after Saru, we'll do you.
I was just gonna do some. Go ahead and have. I'll.
Okay.
Do it next.
Chrono.
Alright, Chrono's gonna move back right here, and I'm just gonna cast my breath weapon, which is 46 of damage. So
4d6 or 4d6?
4d6. I'll roll it. Only 9 damage. So breath weapon on the guy right in front of me, which is let me see. God damn, what's this stupid new sheet piece of shit? Oh, you take out measuring? Oh my god.
Measuring is still in there. It's just it's the circle with the ruler on it.
Hmm. So this guy right here takes in a line 9 damage.
What was the attack, if I might ask?
It's a breath weapon.
They get a reflex save. It's an
Yeah,
automatic.
reflex. I can't. I'll have to check my reflex. Let me check the reflex. Sorry. Kind of multitasking at the moment.
I just thought I'd mention that.
What the hell is my 10 plus my level plus.
He rolls a 22 to escape.
So that would be half damage unless they're a rogue and they have it.
Yeah, I think probably half damage because it doesn't tell me exactly, but I would have to guess that's half damage.
Unless the bandits that are rogues and they have that improved have the
Evasion.
Evasion is what it's called. Yeah.
Nope.
Hmm.
So yeah, I would have to guess at least half damage.
Alright. So.
Essentially, movement to draw my weapon, and I'll be done.
Alright. Tesor.
I'm watching this round.
You're gonna be fascinated. Okay. Giant woman.
Okay.
You will save. It's a new round. I pass. I get to take this round.
I'm just gonna step over here. I'm gonna, if need be, bowl through this guy's square, not giving a single shit.
Does he get an attack of opportunity for that?
If he wishes to take it. I mean, technically,
they're still
both
paralyzed.
Of these guys would have.
They're still prone and they're still paralyzed, so no, they don't get it.
Huh. You know, I'm gonna roll a d4. 1, 2, 3. Okay, this one is the one that's going to get murdered.
Oh boy.
Murder.
Red drum.
Okay, so let's go. Have the S talk. I'm gonna two-hand it.
Since these guys have shitty will saves, I should have just done hold person.
And would I have any attack bonus right now? Nope.
Doesn't size give you an attack bonus?
It gives you a penalty.
Ah, you're right. It's smaller things get the attack bonus because you're now hitting.
You know what? I'm gonna use my psionic weapon thing on this guy because I want to stab him really good.
Alright.
If I hit, he's probably dead.
Excuse me a moment. I gotta do something.
Massive damage, impressive.
He's getting a lot of effects.
How are you guys getting that kind of fucking macro going? How do you figure that out?
I could show it, and also.
Well, one of that's a critical. The critical and the critical damage.
Yes.
I don't think a critical confirm happens, but it definitely hits.
Yeah, because I didn't crit to begin with. I was a little bit off. Because S-Talk's crit on an 18. They're awesome.
So that was an 18.
It looks like a 14.
No, I actually rolled a 14. That 18 thing indicates that it...
The 18 is the original hit. You rolled an 18 on the original hit.
No. I rolled a 14 on the hit. That thing where the first number is the 18 is where it crits.
Under the attack roll?
Yeah, like attack roll where it's like 1d20 CS greater than 18. The greater than 18 means if it's greater than 18, it crits.
I see.
And actually, I think I should have maybe done more damage. A part of that might be broken.
Oh, shut up! You did enough
We're
damage.
ignoring the critical confirm, and then we're also ignoring the critical damage, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. 'Cause
Interesting.
actually, no. The psionic weapon. So it's the psionic weapon is there.
Yeah, that's the.
And the
8d6.
normal damage is there.
The damage.
By the way, you did
is-
60 something damage.
Yeah.
Power attack. Yeah, I see that now.
So, I don't know what the shape of your weapon is, but
It's a stabbing sword.
okay. So, you go to thrust your sword, and
Longsword designed for fighting against people in plate mail.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find an accurate way to explain this. It's like shooting a banana, is what you just did.
Oh, okay. It was piercing, but it was with so much force that it caused a small explosion.
Okay, how are you guys doing that now?
That's the lightning bolt under the draw and above the hourglass. Not hourglass, the magnifying glass. I essentially did burst and blood.
I only see draw shape, freehand, dragon line, and text.
You must be, you have a plus or a pro account.
Oh,
No, I have a macro.
Ah,
Or what is it? 5e Tools has a little thing at the bottom. It says, "Hey, download this."
so he has
yeah,
added
no,
tools.
that's all. He has been viciously my way. Can you subtract it from his health bar? I want to see how dead he is, approximately.
Alright, so how many points of damage did you do?
62.
Alright, let me do the quick math.
you should just be able to go onto the bar and type in click on the thing and then hit -62 and it will do it for you.
Because that's what yeah, no, that's what I would look like if I hit myself. So,
So its health bar is a little bit less than a square here, and you did another 3 squares.
so that's my turn. Also, welcome my character.
Alright, so the rogues the rogues who are currently next to you are let me roll something.
Well, you helped Triori if any of these guys survive after this, you've definitely helped Triori.
So this one takes his sword.
He committed fucking suicide.
Now the other two that were next, that are on the other side of Otika, they are fleeing.
They found the courage to get back up. Hey, getting up. That's
Wait,
your
which
attack of opportunity.
which one's
That's your
fleeing?
attack
Because
of
I get an attack of opportunity.
You get an attack of
Yes.
opportunity on both.
Yes.
And let me actually see something. I think there's something.
Combat maneuver.
You're only allowed 1 attack of opportunity unless you have combat reflexes.
Combat
Reflex.
reflexes wouldn't do me shit. I have like a -3 dex mod.
Okay, then you only get 1. And unless the GM's being letting you have some fun here, you technically get 1.
Yep. Okay. Then.
Yeah, sadly you don't have combat expertise.
Okay.
All that size and not enough AOs.
So one of these two, whichever one moves first, 35 damage unless he has more than 22 AC.
Oh, that is awesome. Thank you for explaining that little bit of technical stuff to me. That makes my life so much easier. So, yeah. You were able to cut off the head of this guy, but it was like you were cutting through the top right of his shoulder.
I'm just assuming I stabbed him so hard his head just came off.
Yes.
Fucking cowards!
You are cowards that you are. Bitch, you will always be.
All right. So,
That's a tamper monkey. That's
Yep.
handy. Okay, yeah.
Boy, what?
all right.
I'll grab that. I have that already. So
Otka, do me a favor.
Uh,
Roll me intimidate with +10.
okay. +10.
and what's this? What is that set of buttons called? Hanging script using the link.
Okay, there it is with +10 bonus you blessed me with. I rolled kind of low, but doesn't matter that much.
All right. Roll me a d60.
D60.
Oh.
Look at that minuscule.
No worries. I think I got it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to restart in order to run it. So
Mhm.
I'm not gonna use it right now.
Dang it! I was hoping you'd be able to scare more of them away. Sadly, when you went to go and trying to scare, after causing all this harm, you didn't scare any of the others. They're still holding their
Okay.
grounds after recovering from their initial shock.
Okay.
Iris is now looking at all this, and she going, "Come on, baby, come on." Still powering her spell. Chrono.
Let's see. I think Chrono will hold person this guy right here. The person has to make it a will save.
Whole person, the last guy that's close to the giant.
Yes, exactly. And it's gonna be a DC will save 18. So they have to
Yeah.
that person's permanently now that person's considered helpless.
Do. Let me see.
And I could cast let's see here. I could cast level 2 spells 12 times a day because of my modifiers. So that's one use of my level 2 gone. So yeah, that person is automatically put in coup de grace. You can instantly kill him without even having to try.
All right. Saru.
I will go ahead and charm. What's the spell called? Freaking charm person.
Okay.
Give me a let's save. Let me see the save throw. Regards me as a trusted ally. If it's an enemy. Right, if the creature is currently being threatened or attacked by you or an ally, I don't think he's being attacked. He would get +5. I think it's just a will save, DC 18, but let me confirm. Charisma check. Okay.
Should there not be a bonus to the fact that he is an enemy?
All it says was creatures being threatened or attacked by you or an ally. However, it receives a +5 on its saving throw. I'm not attacking it. Allies are not attacking it. That's really in your ballpark.
I mean, they might feel threatened, and the fact they chose to attack the caravan, so they're threatening us.
Oh yeah, and that enemy will always have to make a will save during his turn. to escape hold person.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, he might die because I'm literally considering double moving to here and fucking stepping on him.
I don't think necessarily you can step on them, but you actually have to move in for attack, at least.
Yeah, I
His
know.
size category is larger than medium. I think he can step on people.
I mean, at the very least, it's kind of realistic because I did the math and my character currently weighs 7,600 pounds.
And one thing though is, second you go over here, that person can be automatically critted to death. So you got that going for you.
Of course, at the same time, I also can't make a reflex save against me stomp.
You can't make anything.
I will whisper and might want to run, and apparently.
Huh.
Other than that, that's my action. I'm content sitting in this cart with a nice cover bonus. Onward.
All right. Jasar.
Well, I'm going to try and step out and onto my haunches here to be better into view. And you're gonna have to tell me what you want me to roll here, whether this is going to be a bluff, intimidate, or diplomacy. But
Ooh.
hear me, all of you surrender now, and I will not harm you. Join us.
That would be a fucking intimidation check.
No, that's diplomacy actually.
No,
That's questionable. In the situation, it could be either or, so I'm leaving it to the GM.
I'm saying diplomacy.
Bad roll.
That still
Bad
beats their
roll.
stuff.
That's a
3.
6.
Sorry?
That's a 6 on my diplomacy.
Do you not have a diplomacy?
No. I only rolled 6 on d20. That's a bad roll.
Man, you're diplomatic as shit.
You got a 6, but it still equals 23.
Yes. That's
Of course, at the same time, I think he would take a penalty for it being rushed.
I don't think so. It's just it's a diplomacy check. It doesn't have to be rushed. Rushing is
the terminology said the verbiage said I will spare you. I didn't say anything about the giant.
There's also the fact that when you mean by rush means if you're rushing to put on gear or something, then there will be rolls. This is not a rush move. This is merely taking the full round action to say, hey, drop your weapons. You know, that's what it is. It's not a rush move, so there's no minuses to it. I've been playing for about fucking a year and a half now. I know this goddamn shit.
Really impressive.
Oh, I must have remembered that as a holdover from 3.5, where that was a thing.
Yeah, this isn't 3.5. This is fucking Pathfinder.
Yeah, no, I know 3.5 better than I know Pathfinder, and sometimes I get them confused.
Alright, so seeing as how their collective will is all 21, they're all their DCs are 21. I'm assuming they're all either gonna have to do sense motive or it just automatically works.
I can't tell you. You're gonna have to tell me based off modifiers what you think would happen here.
They are.
It would have to be a sense motive check to see what you're saying, and if they pass,
I literally want them to be my followers, and I literally said that I will spare them. Didn't say crap all about the giant, whether you want to work that in there or not. But
Alright, give me one
I
second.
will spare them.
hold on. It's okay. So I think it's based off. Diplomacy checks are usually based off some kind of modifier, charisma modifier.
Alright, so
The other thing to consider is whether or not these guys even think it's sensible, because they didn't do crap all to anyone yet, and they just got slaughtered and stepped. So there's that too.
alright, so I'm assuming everyone who's lower than it automatically fails.
You tell me.
Yes, they
Well, the
automatically
story-
fail. So, what happens is the 6 rogues who are near you who are currently not being bound by anything, and who are also not allies. Of the 6, 5 of them instantly drop their weapons and bend their knees. The 6th one looks at you, goes, "I will not bend my knee to you monsters!"
Okay, we'll let somebody else react to that one.
Otka,
Okay.
what'd you like to do?
By the way, that one whole person guy couldn't bend. So is that the guy who's not bending his knee?
Hold on. Let me,
The person can't move whatsoever, no matter what. They're literally
Not bend my
paralyzed.
knee. That's because you can't. We know.
Being paralyzed means you can't like even move your mouth or anything. You're just stuck in place like a statue.
By the way, does this dude looks like he's still running away?
hold on.
The guys that ran away already ran away.
Ran away if I got
Guy
killed.
got breathed on.
Okay. So,
He was running away, and then he heard the shouting and bend the knee.
He can't bend a knee. He's held.
Sorry?
oh no, this one.
Yeah, this guy can't bend a knee. He's held.
No, I'm referring to the one to the right of him.
Okay, yeah, but I'm seeing that other guy has some icon on him.
Okay.
It's probably because he's submitted mentally, but he can't physically.
Technicalities.
So, this guy,
Uh-huh.
he hasn't bent the knee.
Nope. He didn't hear any of that.
Okay, so how far could I move if I used hustle?
50 feet with me yelling? I'm kind of surprised that he didn't.
Maybe he's so terrified he's just can't.
Well, let's see here. You got bunch of crunching bones, person casting a fire magic right next to the guy who's shouting.
Still, dragon shouting.
Yep.
Okay,
But you're a small dragon.
medium.
Yeah, I know, but that's small by dragon standards.
I'm
Tiny.
growing.
Ah. So this is awkward. I know. I'm gonna double move and then use hustle to move to here, because while my character is big, she's actually slow as shit for her size, because of how expansion works.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can cover 60 feet if I move 3 times. And that's my turn. That's all I got.
Alright, it's the rogue's turn. Let's see here. He has to make a will save. 15. Does that beat your grapple thing?
Grapple thing?
Yeah.
No, it's 18.
18?
To avoid being void paralyzed, it has to be 18 or higher.
Alright, so he's still paralyzed.
You know, I'd like to see someone grapple me. My CMD's 27 right now.
Very nice.
What's your will?
Will plus 6.
Oh, I could definitely probably hold person you.
I think I could also break paralysis though.
I don't think so.
No, I mean
Okay,
I think I have
so
a power
2,
somewhere.
3, 4.
Well, I might not have taken it yet.
Well, if you had a power, you still need some way to cast it.
Yeah,
Unless it's mentally.
man, it's a psionic power. It's entirely mental. That's one of the nicest things about psionics. There's no verbal, somatic, material components or anything like that. It's just a thought.
Alright, so all the remaining rogues decided they would all try to shoot Otka. One of them got a crit failure.
Okay, this is gonna be fun because I have 14 AC.
Oh, well, in that case, only one of them hit you.
Okay, well actually, does full plate give you more AC if you're bigger?
No. Just
It
increases
Okay.
reduces. It reduces your AC. It reduces your dexterity, but gives you an increase in strength.
Yeah, I know.
Well, you were asking, so I just
Well, no, I was asking about the full plate in general. So how much did the damage me for? Because I was asking in the idea
4
that
points.
maybe since my full plate grows larger, it gets thicker.
no. Does Pathfinder does not work that way. You don't get a DR. You don't get any of that unless you are something of a. Unless your class features specifically say you get a DR or that you are of a were creature. You don't.
Well, I wasn't saying about DR. I was saying AC, but yeah, no. So
Well,
I took the damage.
But that's
Oh.
the point, though. That's the point. It's like you're asking for damage reduction or something. That does not happen. Even if you grow bigger, does not mean that your AC goes up just because your armor gets bigger. It's still the same armor, no matter what it is, no matter what. That's just the point.
Alright, next.
Alright, so Iris. After seeing all that's went down, she decides to cap off her spell at level 3.
So, and who's getting baked?
She sends it after this guy all the way here.
Lol.
And, let me tell you. Effect. 5-foot diameter sphere. Duration 1 round per level. So it'll last for 3 rounds. Moves 30 feet per round. At part of this movement, it can ascend or jump up to 30 feet to strike a target. If it enters a space with a creature, it continues moving. It stops moving from the round and deals 3d6 points of fire damage to that creature.
It's a lot of fire damage. What is it's an object that's on the
She casts Fire Sphere level 3.
And my Chrome has decided to stop responding, so I'm going to need to restart it in a second here. And
So her sphere of fire is right here.
move that around. How big is it?
5 foot, so 1 square.
I'm going to be back in roll 20 in a second here. I have to end task. My Chrome completely stopped.
Okay.
Move that just a little circle around. Unless you want to bring out a token.
Yeah, that's fine. Alright, so, Chrono.
Okay, so since we have this guy over here completely stuck, I'm just gonna cast fucking Searing Lights, and that's gonna be let's see here, that's 5d6 of damage, and that's just gonna be an instant crit, since there's no way to escape it. So double that. So that's a total of 30 damage dealt to this dude, to this guy right here. Just gets burned.
Alright, Saru.
Full round action attack. Let's shoot at this fellow.
Alright, out of curiosity, why are you bending the knee?
I am
Oh, you're prone, that's right.
Prone, so I basically sit up, get a few shots off, and lay back down.
Well, you hit. Let's see here, that's 12 points of damage.
And if they're evil, they get that much extra damage.
There we go. You managed to pierce him in really good locations. Blood is flowing freely. His face is becoming ashen white. And there is definitely a puddle of blood forming at his feet.
And possibly something else.
Very good possibility.
Full round action, so I'm done.
Alright. Is Traz back yet?
I'm
Sorry.
back.
Okay.
Alrighty here. This guy here is not doing anything?
Nope. He was the defiant one.
Let's go here. And bite his freaking head off.
Alright, does he get a reflex save from that?
No, this is a normal attack. Its bite is considered a reach weapon.
Alright. You hit.
There's a damage.
Oops. There we go. You get a really good chunk at his neck. And you can just taste the flavor of copper in your mouth.
Huh.
Change your mind.
Make an
I
intimidate.
have a question. Oh.
Oh!
Oh.
Nat 1.
He looks at you as if you're crazy. Never! You will burn in hell for what you've done.
An adorable intimidate. Still a 16 on a Nat 1 is not bad.
Oh no, that's absolutely amazing.
Charisma
So,
build.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Could I, as a full round action, grapple someone, grab them, and then throw them? I'm just curious.
If you have the strength score, yeah.
I believe
I mean,
probably
if you-
does, to be honest.
My current strength is 28.
Yep.
So I'm gonna grab this guy. Just, just reach down, grab him. There's my combat maneuver bonus. I rolled a 6.
Improvised weapon bandit?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna throw him over at that bandit.
Improvised weapon bandit.
See, I knew you guys would be good once you got the hang of each other. Yeah, you beat it.
So, this is gonna be a really bad roll, by the way, because I'm bad at ranged attacks. So.
Yeah, that you're probably gonna throw it at an ally.
Damage.
Okay.
Aww.
I mean, I just performed a touch attack because I don't know how much damage a bandit would do. So I threw this bandit at that bandit. I rolled a 14.
Even
What?
though it's gonna be even though it's a minus, it's still gonna be considered a 1 damage you do.
How much is your lift? What is your lift?
Lift overhead?
Lift overhead, yeah.
How do you calculate that in Pathfinder?
Off my
'Cause
head,
I
I don't know. I look at the character sheet. Do it for me.
Mostly because my character's weird.
Carrying capacity.
Okay.
Carry heavier loads. Bigger and smaller creatures. Huge have a 4 times carrying capacity.
I count as gargantuan because powerful build.
Have an 8 time carrying capacity.
Okay.
And I don't know where lift overhead is.
Lift overhead is equal to your
A character
maximum
can take the
carrying.
Maximum load over his head. A character maximum load is highest amount. Yeah, why don't I'm just gonna I'll link the page. You can figure it out with your.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at the page. It's Looks like it's over 4,000 pounds. So
Personal opinion, is a bandit probably even a what's your light carrying it? Light load it either way. Still
My
probably
light-
somewhere around 200 and something pounds. Oh, just times 8. Never mind. That's still going to be in the several thousand. Yeah.
yeah, no, my light load right now is 3,200 pounds because
Yeah,
I'm really big. Yeah, no, so what happens when I throw this bandit, GM?
Price weapons -4 on attack rolls.
Yep, I added the penalty already.
I'm just trying to look at the range here.
Actually, your damage says it's equal to 0.
Yeah, I know. I put the damage as 0 because I don't know how much damage throwing a bandit at someone would do.
Well, how much force are you throwing with?
Lethal force. Like, you know those I think it's called shot put. I think that's what it's called. He's getting thrown like that. So
throwing
pretty
a
fucking
dagger
hard.
is 10 feet. Wait, target's 25 feet away, incurs -4. So you're gonna get some negatives with just throwing in general. Example, 25 feet away would be -4 penalty if more than 10 feet away.
So I probably got below a 10.
Yeah,
So hopefully I don't hit Desden.
30 feet away.
Of course, it's probably more likely that it's just gonna soar past him.
Head first into a tree, killing him. Maybe.
Killing him and the tree.
Yeah.
He's gonna. The tree is going to be fallen. I will be the man lumberjack. I chop down trees with people.
Alright, Paul Bunyan the Massacre.
Hey, my character is like Paul Bunyan, kind of.
No, it's not.
Alright, Brenda Bunyan.
You probably could have gone away by picking him up, moving, and then throwing him.
It's more impressive this way, even if it does miss.
It's still impressive.
Yeah.
Alright, so does it hit?
It's a miss by the looks of it.
Alright, so you send the rogue flying. It misses its target. However, seeing as how this is a heavily dense wood, and the amount of strength that you put behind throwing this, what appears to be tiny creature to you, you knock over a pretty good sized tree using that person's body. Also, you guys hear some pretty loud crunches and a blood-curdling scream that literally turns into gagging of something sounding like it's drowning.
Very spooky.
Okay. And yeah, there's my action. There's my round.
Nice find. Throwing things and people.
That's what I was reading, and so it's basically range, thrown weapon, and improvised weapon. So it's just
Recommend pinning. I have a feeling we'll be using that again.
So do I.
I think the damage would have been fall or basically the fall damage plus strength.
So fall damage plus 9.
Yeah, and so I'm trying to think the distance. Is that like a 4d6 by the looks of it?
Yeah.
So 46
50 feet
plus
tall.
Let's just say he's epically dead. And get
Yes.
this finished.
Yep.
I mean, mechanically, that's what it would have been, but I like this roleplay more. It's more entertaining.
Yeah.
Oh, please! What's frightening is I have a DC.
Oh, wait,
18 for
before
home action.
Odka's turn is over, she's gonna say, "Damn it! I thought I could throw you
I might have to
farther."
Make an intimidate check for me, please.
Okay.
Plus, with the plus 10 still.
I mean, to be honest, I think that plus 10 might just be from size. I know that that's the thing. It's still a 21, and
It's
skill
still
checks
fine.
don't critically fail.
Yeah.
Well, alright. At the very least,
And
I'll
you-
state most of the people near you are now looking at you all as if you are monsters. And I don't mean any monsters. And I don't mean just normal monsters that people will fight to kill. No, they are looking at you as if you are lich demons that have been summoned by the deepest, darkest void ever, sent to take their testicles.
I mean, I literally just put crisp a person to death.
This is why you don't fuck with Odka, the Storm Jarl.
Makes you wonder how you lost.
She lost because, well, she was younger back then.
Is there hope I don't get I could get Presence of the Dragon and I could just make everyone around me go into instant fear mode.
Yeah.
That's cool.
One of Iris's future spells, she can turn everyone around her into dragons.
Nice.
Not impressive to me.
I would only take it if I got to keep my powerful build. The world's burliest lady dragon.
Nope, she's only able to turn you into small and medium dragons.
Oh. Okay.
It doesn't matter. I'll be able to transform freely into.
I want to
large
see the look of
or- yeah.
fear on these bandits' faces.
So, with that, this one who's been giving you guys a whole lot of trouble lately suddenly does the unexpected. He doesn't just bend the knee. Let's just say his face is very sitting comfortably on a flat surface right now.
Kissing the ground.
Yep. And the other two just run. Leaving the one that's right.
Are they running faster than 60?
Yes.
They're running through a heavily wooded area.
Yep.
Never mind.
Alright, with that, combat is over because everyone else is either charmed, incapacitated, or something else. So, for that, I'll award you guys 300 XP. Congratulations.
All right.
Fair enough.
By the way,
I will go around and any of the knee bent guys, I will claim their weapons and dump it into one of the carts caravan, and then only then will I call all of them to come over to one of the sides of the caravan here. Odka, if you've been very helpful, might you assist me a little further here, please?
sure. Also, I told you it'd be fine.
Suddenly, you guys hear a huge explosion. And see the fireball that Iris summoned has now exploded and is starting to set the forest on fire. She then begins to cast another spell, and then the fire dissipates.
Good. All right, lot of you. Who among you, if they're still here, was the leader?
I believe it be that one over there.
To him. Which dead one? Okay. I would like to know how you found out we were coming.
We did not. We just saw a bright flash, and we knew that there might have been mages coming by.
Are there any more of you?
No.
Where is your settlement?
We usually tend to stay in caves.
Ugh, I hate fucking caves. They're too small.
What would you have us do with you?
Alright, so I shall start awarding you certain information bits. So, you see a 16-year-old, a 23-year-old, a 44-year-old, a 27-year-old, and 32-year-old.
The question is, what would you have? The question to all of them is, what would you have us do with you?
The 16-year-old looks at you and goes, "Release us?"
No. Next.
Not kill us?
Maybe. Go through the list here and see what they're saying. If anybody's offering anything reasonable.
For you.
I don't know exactly how I would judge whether or not what these guys' capabilities are and how useful they are, but with the leadership feat and all this, I do need followers, so
Oh God, really? You got leadership? Oh.
I'm not objecting to the idea of grabbing some peons to help with various things.
Oh, that's gonna get broken real fast.
You don't realize it yet.
I don't realize what yet.
Not you, the other one. We got 2 people with that skill. And one of them is currently towering over all of you.
I don't have leadership yet. Remember that.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to take it later.
Yeah.
Because for reasons.
Yeah. So, what would you guys like to do?
Well, I do need followers, so. Well, here's the deal. Given that you attacked us, I can't exactly say that you are very trustworthy. But we do need to escort this caravan safely. I'll invite you to come along with us. Should there be battle, you will assist us. Should you need food, I will assist you in that manner. If you betray me, it will be the last thing you ever do. This should be already clear by now from what's already happened.
Really?
Yeah.
You're gonna hire fucking bandits?
They all look at Odak.
For the
Odka.
moment, why not? They right now they're scared shitless, and they're already a group of people living outside the safety of any city. There's safety in numbers, and we seem to be a fairly safe group. If you assist us in this mission, when we finish, you will have
5'9".
the choice of continuing to accompany me or going about your way. That, or I will offer Odka some sport, and it's up to Odka whether she decides to participate or not, and you get to run off in your own separate directions and get to see who gets followed. Which will it be?
Well, I do have rope, and we could, drag them along, and if something were to attack us, we set them free, and they'll help us defend, re-earning our trust.
So
Okay.
I don't know if it would be an intimidate, diplomacy, one of each, or whatever the hell you want. It's not it's not the friendliest one, and it's not completely truthful. I wouldn't really want Otka to go and slaughter them, but
Okay, so
a little bit
Tassar,
of intimidation in there might be good. Yes.
you sound like you're intimidating. Utka's words is intimidating. However, her tone is not, which is why I'm like, was that a diplomacy?
You tell me. I have both, and I'm good at both.
I'm gonna say intimidate both of you.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Man,
Oh,
I
yeah.
rolled a 2.
They're like,
We both
we-
rolled crap.
Where do you get the plus? You lose the 10, correct? Or are you still having that?
I mean, I'm not sure. But
Wait,
if I lost the 10, then I would have gotten a 12. Of
oh,
course, at the same time, my intimidate might be higher because I'm pretty sure there's some kind of bonus to intimidate for being extremely big.
No, there's not.
It's charisma based, if I remember right. So
Yeah.
you could be a mountain. Not be
You
intimidating.
gain a +4 on intimidate checks if you're larger than your target, and a -4 penalty on intimidate checks if you are smaller. I just looked it up on the intimidate thing on the PFSRD.
Alright, that's only for large. Is that scale?
Well, if you are larger, so it'd be a flat +4.
Sounds reasonable.
So I would have gotten 16.
they're all pleading their lives to you.
Okay. By the way, GM, did you see the question I asked you with the height?
Yes, I said 5'9".
5'9". Okay. Thank you. I didn't quite hear you.
So, Oka, how long do you stay this humongous size?
Probably only a few more minutes.
Very scary.
Alright, so that means by next session, I'm gonna need, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 new character sheets. And Saru, what are you gonna do with your charmed person?
It goes away after like hours. Let me confirm. I mean, he sees me an ally. He's been surrendered to the party. Let me just confirm how long it lasts. Charm person is 1 hour per level. I am 7th level, so 7 hours. I'll pat the seat next to me, and I'll invite him into the cart.
The bandit hops into the cart.
Well, let's do the pasty bits that are left. Do they have any loot?
Yes. Maybe. Who knows? Maybe you should go search them.
This is what I'm asking. The pasty bits that left. Do they have loot?
I don't know. What's your perception say?
Usually bad, but let's find out.
Yeah, I forgot a quicken spell. Eh. Got myself 2-minute magic feast for later.
Nice.
From that, and we're at medium, just starting level, medium experience charge or medium speed, level 7.
Yep.
Okey-doke.
Alright, so. Looking around, you see that there might in fact be some artifacts laying around in the heaping bodies that have been pummelized and brutalized.
Do we have time to search it, or does the caravan gonna get up and go?
Desmond look at you all and says, "You got 1 minute."
I will cast
Mental-
Sift. Unless that doesn't work like that, does it?
Mental note. Spend a
I don't
feat
have this
to
program, right?
get the dragon ability to let me find valuable things.
What skill will you want for searching dead bodies?
Give me. Dang it. I need a character sheet in order to see this. Skills.
Probably perception.
Yeah. Yeah.
If the others are going through and looting, I'm going to go and I'll put it this way. I'll say it in character. I'll take to the air and see if anything else seems to be moving our way again. Do that.
Alright, so. You find a whole bunch of flesh. You
I
think,
mean, I'm natural. I take their boots.
you think you might be able to do something with the flesh, but you don't know. You know, what do you know?
You know, skinning it does sound fun, but I don't have time.
Take one with you. You have there's a charmed one.
I already have a meat bag with me, so it's fine.
I know.
I guess I could ask my friend here, like, any special items among the dead? Because I'm asking something, it would be a contested charm or charisma.
So that would mean that he has the ability to break free.
No, well, he's charmed, but I'm asking for it for his help, and which is he doesn't have to, and so if he's going to resist it, it's just a contested charisma check.
Alright, one moment.
Let me give you the exact wording on that.
Would that count as humanoid? I'm assuming it's humanoid.
Yeah, it is humanoid.
Alright.
What is a charisma check? Just flat charisma?
Opposed charisma check would be D20 plus charisma mod for each person, I believe.
Alright, so. I heard that. Resize, nice. He tells you that there should be some very nice gems mixed in with some of them. But other than that, no.
Nice gems. Well, I will go ahead and load up the bodies, and then if I don't find anything after like a 10-minute search, then I'll dump it.
We have 1 minute.
He said he's loaded them.
I was loading the bodies, and then take 10 basically to search.
Ah. Intelligent. Cunning.
Roll me intelligence.
Kind of unsanitary.
I will roll you a flat intelligence.
Oh.
How many bodies do you want me to do this on?
Ask them, Marty.
So, you think to do this to one body and that's it.
I approve.
But
It
the
is
problem
hard to
is,
manage.
you also don't think of anything, you don't even think to protect yourself from any diseases you might get from the body.
It's not
I
been
am
dead
touched.
long.
Sorry?
It's not been dead long.
I know.
If it may have had other diseases before.
Of course.
They have intestinal AIDS.
Well, now I gotta roll you a 1d100.
Congratulations, you have AIDS! AIDS, AIDS, AIDS! You got AIDS, you got AIDS, you got all the AIDS, 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 AIDS.
Congratulations, there is now actually a small little bit of itching behind your back.
Shouldn't he get a fort save?
If he wants.
I willingly resist. Is this magical by chance?
No.
No.
Well, I mean, it could be a magical thing, so I get lovely little perks against magical stuff.
It's not magical. You're literally what you're doing is what was it you're doing again? Eating a body?
No. Searching through a body.
Oh,
I'm touching
Oh,
a
search it.
humanoid in places.
touching a corpse.
Thanks to your body's very strong resistive immune system, any diseases you might have contracted from touching a body without any form of protection has been rendered useless. You did not get
Alright.
sick.
Well, after done searching it, I will dump it and we'll go on our way.
Alright. You find.
Leaving a trail of bodies dead along the road is probably not a good thing.
I've only done it to one body.
Are you Captain fucking obvious?
If you're
Leaving
gonna,
dead
if you're
bodies
gonna
is
get-
just.
if you're trying to dispose of it, at least ask Olga to toss. Not Olga. Sorry, my apologies. Olga to toss it. I mean, she needs a little more practice throwing these things against trees.
Hmm.
Seriously, don't dump them in the middle of the road. At least, if you're gonna get them, at least get them out in the woods somewhere.
Hmm.
And if undead do rise from these things, we might want to make them into bits that aren't very easily or won't be very useful to come back.
I mean, I think Odka did a good enough job of that already.
Yes, but some of these things might need to be less. So.
Aegis is looking at
Actually,
you.
Yeah, all these ones were pretty much brutalized by Oddcuts. So you're probably right.
We should probably get moving before the undead that are already up and about come for us.
I
We'll
thought
probably be
I
attracted
thought
by
this was
that.
happening on the cart, and they're basically bodies being looked at. Dump it out the back. Bodies being looked at, dump it out the back.
You find a moonstone, and that's about it. By the way, Isham looks pissed that he wasn't able to get into the fight, and Aegis is looking at you all happily that you have killed a bunch of bandits and are choosing to make sure that the bodies are completely disposed of.
I was gonna say, I mean, if you really want me to mess up the bodies, I could use my hammer.
Well, we're on the clock here, so let's not be lingering too long.
Okay, let's just go.
I would suggest burning them at some point. We don't force to go up, and just leaving flaming bodies at the side of the road is not a good idea.
Iris speaks up.
Yes.
That is a very good idea. I'd rather not burn my homeland, thank you.
I think this place could do nice with less trees.
I'm not going to argue that.
She's
At least less around the road.
she's
Harder to ambush.
she stares at Odka very menacingly, licking her lips. I wonder what half giant tastes like.
Who's doing this? Iris?
Sorry?
Who's
Yes.
doing this? Iris?
Yep.
What's Iris' apparent race?
It is apparent that she is a human.
Okay.
Well, do you mind? I just want to be certain. What nation are we in?
You guys are currently in the nation of Jezenbar.
Okay. Jezenbar. What is it? Huh? People from Jezenbar are so fucking weird.
Is that fall place considered in the same part?
Sorry?
Is the Durham Falls considered in Jezenbar as well?
Please repeat that slowly. No,
Is-
it is not. It is part of
Okay.
Tuscate.
Yes, they are.
Huh.
All right. So, anything else? If not,
I guess doing the traveling.
all right. Then
I'm
that's
doing the occasional patrolling, and I guess the bodies are being searched. And I wouldn't be surprised if some of the bandits wandered off by the end of the trip. But I'm curious to know how many stuck around.
all right. I'm gonna end the session here because one of our players needs to leave, and I got school in
Okay.
the morning.
Out me, but it's not.
All right.
Okay, so
okay.
it's next week at the same same time.
Yep.
Yeah. You know what's gonna be worse is when I finally start getting like 4 level higher spells, I can start casting Quicken spell and then
Oh,
hold first in.
Insane.
I can do that kind of shit and just cast a fucking higher level spell and just